behind him. The leader once again. Oh, tremendous leap there by Vimond. Hasn't had the best of seasons, and I think that really summed it all up. A little bit of frustration there as he really got the Yamaha airborne. Mark Banks. He's coming under increasing pressure there from Gherkins and Kurt Lundqvist. Nicoll, the back markers, kicking up dust in front of him. Carlqvist. Vimond in third spot. Rossi fourth, number 58. In fifth place now, Vekkanen. Sixth place, Mark Banks. Seventh, Gherkins. Eighth, Lundqvist. And ninth, Jared Smith. Nicoll and Carlqvist, both riding green Kawasaki's. Carlqvist, as I've said, winner of both the 250 and 500cc championship. Jacky Vimond in third place, winner of the 250cc championship. Dirk Gherkins. The pack now leaping their way towards the checkered flag. Nicoll. Green flag being shown, everything safe in front of him. Carlqvist. Vimond. Rossi. Vekkanen. Banks still holding off Gherkins, but it's going to be a close fought thing to the flag. And then Lundqvist. Nicoll, sun still shining, and certainly shining brightly for this British star. Around the left-hander and out of sight. Carlqvist. The crowd really behind the 34-year-old Swedish veteran. He manages to give them a wave on his way through. No time for stopping for a beer this time. You remember last week at Namur when he won that first leg, he actually stopped for a beer, but it's a little bit tighter and a little bit tougher this time. Banks, and there's Gherkins, Lundqvist. Nicoll now surely not far from the checkered flag. An overall victory in this second leg. 1 lap to go. Carlqvist, one more lap of World Championship motocross for the 34-year-old Swede. Jacky Vimond. Rossi. Vekkanen. Number 32 on the Honda. Nicoll. Concentration so important now. Can't afford to make any mistakes. Arm in the air, he takes the checkered flag. A magnificent finish to the season for Kurt Nicoll. But what an end to a magnificent motocross career. Håkan Carlqvist, 34-year-old Swede, finishes second in this second leg. Jacky Vimond in third place. Franco Rossi fourth. Ismo Vekkanen fifth. Nicoll ending the season though in marvellous style. Race 2 results then: a win for Kurt Nicoll, Carlqvist second, Vimond third, Rossi fourth, Vekkanen fifth, Jared Smith, great ride by him, into sixth place, Mark Banks, who led for so long, seventh, Gherkins eighth, Lundqvist ninth, and Werner 10th. Kurt Nicoll then runner-up in the World Championship. He's on 2 points, and Eric Gabors, who clinched the championship the week before, on 3. But Nicoll wins overall, Carlqvist second, sharing second place with Vimond, Gherkins fourth, Billy Leals, who won that first leg, fifth, Martin sixth, Banks seventh, Lundqvist eighth, Smith ninth, and Rossi, the Italian, 10th. Well, we end a magnificent motocross season with a superb slow-motion action shot of Kurt Nicoll. Gabors might have stole the championship, but Nicoll next year obviously is going to be a very big threat. On the victory rostrum, the man of the moment, Kurt Nicoll.
It's nice to go out on a win.
It certainly is. It's the last time I won this year was in Switzerland, which was 10 GPs ago. So it's about time I won again.
Do you think you could win today?
I felt good all weekend, yeah. I knew I could win. But when I got brought down on the first start, I thought it was going to be difficult, but didn't have any pressure today. Second place was already wrapped up, so I could go as hard as I wanted, and that meant I could come through the pack without any worries about crashing.
Fairly difficult conditions though, weren't they?
They were and they weren't. It could have been worse. I thought it was going to be worse on Saturday. I enjoyed it. I liked the place. I don't say I like the place, I ride it good.
Yeah. Number 2 plate yet again. What about number 1 plate next year?
Yeah, I'm getting bored with number 2, really bored. So number 1 next year, yeah.
Number 1 perhaps next year for Kurt Nicoll, but 26-year-old Eric Gabors is number 1 this year. The only rider in the history of motocross to win the 125, 250 and 500cc championships. No wonder the champagne's flowing. Gabors riding the Honda then, a final score of 3-3-3. In second place, Kurt Nicoll on the Kawasaki, 3-1-2. The unfortunate Dave Thorpe, teammate to Gabors on 2-5-1. Then Kees van der Ven, 2-1-2. Jacky Vimond, 1-8-5. Kurt Lundqvist, 1-6-8. Mark Banks, 1-5-9. Billy Leals, 1-5-4. Jacky Martins, 1-4-9. And 10th, in his last year, Håkan Carlqvist, 1-3-8. So Kurt Nicoll second in the World Championship, riding the works Kawasaki. And Kawasaki Motocross Supremo Alec Wright reveals some of